What's up, guys? Let's check in with Shady and the boys and see what they got to say about Kyler and JJ and this quarterback competition.
Vikings, Kyler Murray and JJ McCarthy split first team 7-on-7 reps today, and things got crazy. Kyler Murray threw six interceptions, two touchdowns in 10 reps, and JJ McCarthy in 9 reps had 8 touchdowns with 0 interceptions. The battle begins. Kyler Murray had some media availability afterwards and was talking about splitting the reps and how frustrating it was.
How the haters think.
I think the toughest part is, again, I was there for 7 years. I know I had 2 different, offensive systems, but at the same time, you're getting all those reps. Now having to split reps, it's me already being behind, not getting the amount of reps that you would typically want a guy to get learning an offense. That's probably the toughest part. Just again going back to the past, being in control of everything, understanding what we were already doing because I was comfortable within the system. Now coming into the new system, learning on the fly, trying to play fast, efficient, and then let it loose while learning. It's pretty. That's the toughest part.
That's the toughest part, splitting reps with J.J. McCarthy. Fellas, does Kyler Murray deserve all of the first-team reps for the Vikings at this point?
All right, look, Prize Picks is America's #1 sports picks app, and it's the easiest. It's good to be right.
Yo, I'm still trying to figure this thing out. When I see on social media everybody saying, oh, JJ this, JJ that, right, and Kyler's this, oh my God, I'm thinking like, well, what tape y'all watching though? Because like, I love a super confident, arrogant player that's good. Mm-hmm. But you know what I hate? I hate a super cocky, arrogant player that's not that good, that's a little above average. That is Kyler Murray. As long as I've been watching, when you watch Kyler Murray, he gets so bad where he starts, you know what? I've been great in high school. I've been great. Bro, what have you done for us lately? Because you've had some good wide receivers. You had some. And they still trying to figure out what the hell you be doing. They say, what are you looking at? So when he came to Minnesota, I keep saying, like, why is everybody acting like he's about to save the day? Because if you really watch Kyler Murray, he comes off like a quarterback that is super talented, that's elusive, that can run, has a big arm, can't read coverages. You can't depend on him. He always starts out hot and then eventually ends cold. And I think when you have a 5'8", 5'9" quarterback, what you expect? So this is not like dissing Kyler Murray, but it's like we hype him up for what? Because he was drafted #1 overall? Is that what it is? Because the truth of the matter is, if you really watch his career, I mean, it's been kind of overrated.
It is.
And we hype him up for no reason. I think this is a good quarterback battle. I truly do. One quarterback is young and inexperienced. He's had to deal with injuries and hasn't played enough games. The other guy has had all the opportunities. He's the first pick overall. Everything you want, we're going to do for you. We want to draft first-round receivers. We want to get you veteran receivers, and you still give us the same results. And then we got to beg you and bug you to pay you, but you got to watch tape, and you got to put down the controller and playing video games. What are we talking about?
You know what
This is all just to save face because Sam Darnold won the Super Bowl. So now they got to scramble and get Kyler Murray signed for a year because they want to prove that they didn't make a mistake with JJ, but they got to give JJ a chance. I mean, this is JJ's spot to lose. So we'll see. That's why they want a competition. As long as you got a competition, it makes JJ have to work even harder and understand that the spot is not going to be guaranteed. He has to work for it.
hate, not Shady's take. Didn't like Shady's take, didn't hate it. What I hate is when somebody has always been better than another person, but then randomly it flips. Kieran, you notice a lot watching college football. Shady, you notice a lot having lived it out through college football. You'll see a running back that, Shady, you were better than in middle school. You were better than in high school. You was better than in college. And now all of a sudden, they want to draft him above you. Make that make sense. We see it with quarterbacks all the time. Zach Wilson. All of a sudden, like Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields, whoever it was, all of a sudden, like Zach Wilson, you propel yourself better than everybody else. Kyler Murray has been better than J.J. McCarthy at every level. There is no excuse and no exception to be giving J.J. McCarthy first-team reps over Kyler Murray. None. High school, Kyler was better. College, Kyler was better. First 2 years in the league, Kyler was better. And now all of a sudden, you want to give JJ first team reps as though JJ is going to be better? He's not.
No, you give JJ first team reps because Kyler lost his spot and he just got there, and JJ was the starter. So you don't just take away JJ's spot because you believe that Kyler has better stats in the past. Kyler lost his spot, and he's just getting back off an injury too. So if you have a true competition, you make them split the reps. And it sounds like JJ, lately has been getting the better of him.
And there's nothing that JJ has shown you to even suggest he will. Shady's right. Being a rookie's hard. JJ wasn't good in college. Excuse me. He wasn't great in college. Saying he's not good would be disrespectful. So, Caleb Williams struggled as a rookie, but I could draw back to college. Trevor Lawrence has struggled early. I could draw back to college. I can't go to J.J. McCarthy's college tape and be like, yeah, but Shady, at least in college, Shady says everybody's good in college. Even J.J. was not by first-round standards. He wasn't the best player.
But you got to think about it. Reggie Bush was great in college. It didn't quite translate to the NFL. And then you have some players that they do all right in college and they excel in the NFL.
On his offense. They weren't even a pass-based offense. They ran through Blake Corum. How name another first-round quarterback that they don't feature? You can't. In college, they beat. College. No, after Gerhardt was gone. No.
But you asked the question, and I answered it. There was a point in time where Andrew Luck,
as a freshman,
hold on, as great as he was, they're gonna run this rock.
As a freshman, yes. Toby Gerhardt when he was there.
However you want to cut it.
By the time you are a upperclassman, Andrew Luck helped make Kobe Fleener.
Let me just
Kobe Fleener was a first round pick.
This is my thing though. We talking about college. Everybody's good in college.
Not even JJ.
We talking about the NFL.
JJ McCarthy was good in college. He was good in college. He wasn't great. He was good.
That part.
Everybody's good in college. And then we talking about high school. Everybody's great in high school. Everybody is. Let's go to the big boys where everybody's nice.
And JJ's awful.
And we go to the league. Yo, the truth of the matter is,
what's the truth?
Kyler Murray didn't have no market from Arizona. He didn't have no market to go to these teams. Dude wasn't banging down and keep calling Arizona, yo, we want Kyler. For what?
True.
What are we getting though? So you keep talking about like where he was drafted at, when he did in college. Cool. You went to Oklahoma, you should be good. All the quarterbacks, they do good over there. Cool. Yeah. What about now? Because when we watch him now, what's he look like?
Well, what's JJ look
what's
like?
JJ like? And
I'm with Shady. Kyler is not
that's
great.
My problem.
This isn't a Kyler combo for me. JJ's just been awful.
Let's just keep it just NFL then. JJ McCarthy's playing for one of the most quarterback friendly.
JJ hasn't been awful. He's just been underwhelming. But he was injured like half the season, it seemed like. And his actual rookie year he was injured. So this was like his true rookie year. And they still won 9 games. As the most turmoil they've had throughout the season, they still won 9 games. Almost made the playoffs. You just missed it by the Packers and the Cowboys tying it up.
Coaches. I watched Kirk Cousins get busy with him. I watched Sam Darnold, who had never gotten busy before.
Yeah, but once Kirk Cousins went down, there went the season. And then that's how we ended up with Sam Darnold, because we had to scramble. So it wasn't like Kirk Cousins left, and then Josh Dobbs and them just got super busy, and then the Vikings made the playoffs and stuff like that. That's what people forget. It was because Kirk Cousins got injured, we ended up in this quarterback quagmire.
Or get busy. And then I watch
Josh Dobbs
got busy. I watch JJ McCarthy get in that same system and look horrible. So horrible that you had to go get Kyler Murray. Don't go get Kyler Murray and then make it more difficult for him to assimilate whenever you realized, hey, I can't trust the dude that I drafted in the top 10 3 years ago. And also, we're talking about Kyler's market. What was J.J. McCarthy's market? He had less of a market than Trey Lance. It's nasty.
He got drafted. What do you mean market?
Nobody wants him right now. Nobody else wants him. You could move him. Nobody wants him.
But it's not even like real. They're not even thinking to do that.
Of course, they're not thinking to do that. It's one season, sure.
He's drafted there. He's
going into his third year.
That's what I'm saying. Though, if you watch his games played, has he even played a full season yet?
Fellas? This last year, I think.
No. Right. So what I'm saying, from his first year to second year, he hasn't had enough games to say, yo,
I'm like
that's
17.
what I'm saying. So like, yo, I give you one to judging, and I'm cool with that. I ain't mad at judging him because he has been playing bad. And he was hurt. He had some games where he showed us something. And some games he didn't. All I'm saying is, when we make this argument, yes, Kyler Murray so far has been better than him. He's played way more games. But when you really watch it and look down and dissect them both, like, Kyler's probably a little better because of his career, but he ain't really do much. And my thing, if I'm a head coach, you got to earn that. There's nothing that Kyler Murray has done in his career to say, yo, you deserve a spot right away? What? Besides, you've been drafted high, you went to Oklahoma? That's it.
I just think when you look at guys that have played under Kevin O'Connell, he looks the worst.
Give me some time.
JJ looks the worst.
Give him some time.
No, but my thing is though,
not everybody needs time.
No need. We traded a dude that went and got the Super Bowl afterwards. I'm sorry, we let a guy go who just won the Super Bowl right afterwards.
Who you talking about?
Sam Darnold.
But look how much time.
Okay, Sam Darnold didn't win the Super Bowl. You can say the same thing. The Seahawks had a good run game. It wasn't just Sam Darnold didn't lose the Super Bowl. That's a difference.
Hold on. Sam has so many years to stink it up. When you stinking up, like, no, I'm not even being funny, but I'm saying like he stunk it up for so long. But he's had time to get reps.
Yeah.
And then when you wasn't stinking up, you was a backup. You was learning from different good coaches. Like that, all that stuff matters. It's like, and I'm not making an excuse for J.J. McCarthy, but bro, he just finally have his first full season. That matters.
Let me ask you this:
what's Kyler Murray's excuse? Because he been stinking for a minute, and you have everything.
I don't think he's.
It's like a girl that has all the best hairstyles, the best makeup, the best outfits, all Chanel, Birkin bags. You got everything, new car, all this jewelry.
You cooking there?
But you still
don't look good.
He doesn't look good. He doesn't look good.
You got 3 BBLs. You got all this stuff. Got your nose cut. Everything you need.
You're right, but
he don't look good.
He doesn't look good the same way Sam Darnold didn't look good before playing with Kevin O'Connell, and that's the reason why I'm waiting to see.
But here's my thing though, 2-5. Wouldn't
I mean, we're all waiting to see. But if you think about JJ's vision seems like it's more center field. And that's why, like, towards the end of the season, he started to open up a little bit more when he started to throw to the tight ends and stuff like that. I think Kevin O'Connell, he just wants to spread the field, and JJ's just not there yet. That's where Sam had the advantage because Sam, he does have accuracy, and he seems like he has a better vision through his experience. So that's why when you see some of Sam's play, look at how you make, JSN look. He could spread the field, and that's JJ's weakness, but that will come with experience. And JJ just don't have the experience yet, but that's the whole point of having a competition. Now that you have a competition, it gives JJ someone to read off of too. Because, JJ's looking at Kyler trying to understand, okay, why is this guy number one? Why was he Mr. Texas and whatever else? And if you're able to get a feed off of another player, that's why he said the whole thing about being like it's 2 kids in the class and it's up to the coach to teach us, which you shouldn't have really said that because it's like you're a pro now. So you can get guidance from the coaches, but sometimes, you got to step in and take charge. And I think that's what JJ lacks. He needs to stop trying to get. He needs to stop looking for approval from other players. He needs to understand he's that guy and show that he's that guy.
You go with the dude that's got 120 touchdowns and 60 picks over the dude that's got 11 touchdowns and 12 picks. Like as bad. You know what it is? Kyler's hasn't been a bad NFL quarterback. He's been bad for a number 1 overall pick. You know what I mean? Like that's what he's been bad for.
He's been an average NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
Real quick, you can't say that line.
What you mean?
If I take you as the number 1 quarterback, you can't give me like bad for. No, bro. You supposed to be franchise, dude. They took you out of all these great athletes.
Yeah.
We took you number one. This should be a conversation. You're supposed to be a franchise guy, man.
Yeah. So is JJ McCarthy though.
But
we took you in the top 10 in the first round,
and he's still getting
Shady when you were
year
in
3. They don't believe in him.
But listen, what I'm telling you is, in 2 years, he's just having a full season.
He just hasn't really.
You got to play games.
I get you, but his coach doesn't believe in him.
When you acquire a guy, my last thought on this though, 2-5, when you acquire a guy, in my mind, it's your responsibility to put him in a position to win. I think you were in Tampa Bay with a dude named Kyle Trask. Kyle Trask should have been the backup to Tom Brady. Maybe you weren't there at the time.
He got there next year.
Next year, perfect. He was a second-round pick from Florida, 6'5", all everything. Was supposed to be the dude. You acquire Kyler, and he's already behind the 8 ball. Give him every opportunity to succeed. It should be Kyler or get hurt.
Why? That's my question, though. Because if you take away that tag of being the number 1 pick overall, why would I make this 5'10" quarterback be the franchise guy when he hasn't been like that?
My why is this: if neither's a first-round pick, Kyler has more talent than JJ.
Why? Because he can run. Because
I think Kyler has a much bigger arm.
I think he can't read a freaking Dr. Seuss book.
I don't think JJ McCarthy can either.
On the football field. On the football field.
Of course. You know what I mean? Respectfully.
Respectfully. He plays like high school Texas football. He runs around and back there just trying to make plays. Like, that's high school football stuff.
You're not wrong.
Sometimes, you need to do that. He does it all the time. He had an interview telling a press conference telling his wide receivers, I need y'all to be on my schedule. Yeah. I'm like, what does that even mean? That means that I have a route that's at 12 yards. When I hit my left foot, I'm expecting the ball. I don't get it. So I got to do all this crazy circus. What?
Yeah.
Come on, man. And he's little. He's a little guy.
He is little.
You can't win with a little guy like that.
Also, his attitude. Nice. His attitude as someone that grew up in Texas. His attitude doesn't surprise me at all. He's been an asshole since he was 12 years old.
His attitude. You know what?
You're not wrong.
His attitude is just that's just who Kyler is.
His attitude's like I'm a superstar and he's not.
Yeah.
He was.
He's like a role player. That's what he really is. That's the truth.
But he was. He was a superstar, and now he's been.
And he could be again.
In college.
No, first.
This is why you got to put him in a competition. This is why a lot of people were like, "Oh, just give it to Kyler. Just give it to Kyler." It's like, no. Kyler has an ego too. He just lost his spot. Now he has to compete for another spot. It might be beneficial for him and beneficial for JJ. That's the whole point of a competition. One of them has to prove that they're the main guy.
Pick. When you first round pick,
he could be. He could be again. He could be again.
I love this conversation because, like, being in locker rooms with certain players, whatever draft pick you are, you know what it is, homie. You not like that. Calm down.
But Kyler Murray, his first 2 years,
he's been underwhelming.
Say, remember, he took the Cardinals to 11-5. He was in MVP conversations, obviously only through 8 games. Yeah. It took him to 11-5 season. He got 120 tugs.
Okay, what you want me to tell you? But you don't think he's that good either.
No, he's not.
So what? We talking about a guy. We talking about a guy that's super like above average. If you want to say that, like,
fair.
We wasted too much time talking about Kyler Murray though.
So just I be over here working doing my thing, and I'm just catching parts of the conversation, and it kind of sounds like Shador and Deshaun. You have 2 quarterbacks in a room that neither one of them have proven themselves recently. One is a veteran. Mm-hmm. One is a guy that you have expectations on. You've seen him be good at some point. Mm-hmm. We've seen another guy who hasn't been good in the NFL and doesn't really have expectations. So who do you go with? We all have agreed that Deshaun should be the guy to start, but you disagreed that.
I'll tell you the difference. The difference is I've seen Kevin O'Connell get the most out of the quarterback position since he's gotten the job
edge on McCarthy,
outside of last year.
Yeah.
And I've also seen Kevin O'Connell this offseason. I can't do it with him. Mm-hmm. That's the reason why they have Kyler Murray. It's a completely different situation. Now there's a new head coach in Cleveland. Kevin Stefanski sucked as a play caller. He never had a good offense. I'm sorry, he hasn't. I know that's gonna hurt your feelings. But I'm telling you, like, Kevin O'Connell has had solid offenses. He should be viewed as one of the top 5, top 10 minds offensively in the entire league. And last year was so ass with JJ McCarthy that he's not even in the conversation right now in top 5 offensive minds. And that just shouldn't be fair.
Well, I'll tell you this much. For him to be so bad, he getting first team reps. And if you're a coach that want to win and you can win with anybody, and you did it with all these bad quarterbacks, Sam Darnold, Kirk Cousins, and all that, well, you probably want to play my little man from Arizona.
Okay.
But he's not doing that.
Yeah.
And I think y'all believe in the coach, right?
Yeah.
So, and real quick for you, Trey, you my guy and all that, so I want to help you out. Yo, don't ever, I don't care how bad Deshaun Watson is, don't ever mention his name with Kyler Murray. They are not in the same class. They're not in the same class, not in the same car, not in the same district.
Damn.
One guy actually was like a real
Yeah. Of course, he was. Yeah.
Last time we saw him on the
and
field,
the other guy, they hyped him up to be that, and he came nowhere.
You seen that? You heard that? I'll say that I tend to agree with Shady a lot on the show more than like Acho and Che. I mean Trey, and sometimes Care Bear. Sometimes he could be a little balanced, but just leave a comment down below and like the video.